You ever notice how some people just keep growing and growing on YouTube? Their views are climbing and their subscribers grow super fast. Do you ever wonder why? Why do people keep coming back to certain YouTube channels, even when the videos aren't flashy or dramatic or perfectly produced? It's not because they've posted videos for 5 years, and it's not because the creator is louder or even more entertaining. It's because they've figured out this one thing. They understand how their content makes people feel. Hey, I'm Dee Dee, and I've been on YouTube for over 2 years, and I've seen this firsthand on my own channels, watching what brings people back and what quietly pushes them away. Let's talk about it. What is that feeling that makes people watch and keep coming back? It's about expectations. You know, we get attached to things not because they're good, but because we know what we're going to get. And when that changes, even if it's good, something just feels off. We're creatures of habit and comfort. So let me give you an example here. A few years ago, my husband and I were traveling to Singapore. We'd been eating all the amazing food, the local food, for days. And don't get me wrong, it was incredible. But one afternoon, we were walking down the street and I saw those golden arches. It was a McDonald's. And I was so excited. Not because the food in Singapore was bad, it was really good. But because in that moment, I knew exactly what I was going to get. No surprises, no guessing, just familiar, comfortable McDonald's. That's the power of consistency. Even when you have access to something new and fun and exciting, sometimes what you really want is something familiar. And that's exactly what your viewers are looking for too. And when that expectation is met, you feel satisfied. When it's not, you don't get angry or mad, you just don't come back all the time. And YouTube works in the exact same way, except now your viewers, they have millions of choices. So when somebody finds your channel and clicks on a video, they're making a little agreement with themselves about what they're going to experience. Maybe it's the way that you explain things. Maybe it's your calm energy. Or maybe it's that you actually take time to go deep instead of rushing through the topics. But whatever it is, they clicked because something about your title, your thumbnail, and your face said, this is going to feel a certain way. And if you deliver on that feeling, they tend to relax. They settle in and they start trusting you. But if they don't get what they expected, even if the video is good, something kind of breaks. Not in a huge dramatic way. They might even finish watching, but that little feeling they had, it's getting chipped away little by little. And next time they're scrolling, they may just scroll right on past your video. This is why you can have great information, good editing, and still struggle to get people to come back to your channel because you haven't figured out what feeling you're promising and then consistency on delivering it. And I'm not saying that your content should be like McDonald's, where you have the same exact thing every single time. That's not what this is about. I'm talking about a feeling. It's a feeling of being consistent. It's an experience. It's a vibe. McDonald's doesn't serve the exact same meal to everybody, but you know what kind of experience you're walking to. It's going to be fast, familiar, with no surprises. I mean, every now and then you might get a surprise. Most McDonald's are the same. Every now and then you're going to run into a service issue or the ice cream machine is going to be broken. But for the most part, there's no surprises. Well, your YouTube channel works the same way. You're not making the same video over and over, but the feeling people get when they click, that should be recognizable every single time. And if you're sitting here thinking, okay, I get it, this is making sense, but I have no idea what kind of feeling my channel is giving off. I'm actually starting a 6-week live workshop soon where we work through exactly this kind of thing. How do I identify that feeling and stay consistent with it? All of it, everything that we talk about here. The link's in the description if you want in. Now, if you're trying to build a channel that people actually return to and eventually trust enough to buy from you, this matters more than anything else. Because here's the thing, a lot of advice out there about growing on YouTube, it's really built for a younger audience. I mean, I am seeing more and more built toward an older audience, but most of it's for younger audiences. It's fast cuts and high energy and retention tricks, clickbaity thumbnails. Everything is designed to grab attention and hold it to the very end by any means necessary. But if you're creating content for people over 40, that approach just falls flat. It actually works against you. So just today, I had someone ask for advice on her channel that she had started. This was in an open community, and her channel is about gardening. Somebody commented on her post and said, oh, well, you need fast-paced videos, your editing is cheesy, and he told her that she should think about what would Mr. Beast do. And then he told her maybe she should choose a niche where she could make some money because she wasn't going to make any money doing that. How rude. We don't care how Mr. Beast does it. At least I don't care. He spends millions of dollars on his operation, and he's not in the same stage of life as we are in, nor in the same stage of our journey on YouTube. She's making videos about her home and family life with her kids, making raised flower beds. People over 40 don't browse or watch YouTube the same way. They're not just killing time or looking for the next dopamine hit. They're choosing content intentionally, and they want clarity, and they want somebody who knows what they're talking about, and they want to feel like they're in capable hands. So when we try to copy what works for a 22-year-old gaming channel, it backfires. Not because it's a bad idea, because it doesn't fit your audience or who you are. So how do you actually do this? How do you create that consistent feeling that brings people back? It starts even before they press play. Your thumbnail and title need to feel like a truthful preview, not some sales pitch. When the outside of your video screams, "Oh my, it's shocking," but the inside is calm and thoughtful, there's a disconnect, and that disconnect is what quietly kills trust. Clean visuals, clear language, no overpromises. Familiarity builds confidence way faster than excitement does. So let me show you what I mean. You see these two thumbnails here? Can you see the difference? The one on the left is nice, it's pretty, but it screams for attention. And the one on the right is just telling you what's inside. For an audience over 40, the second one builds way more trust and ease. It's a sense of calm, even if it gets fewer clicks at first. And once they click, everything inside the video needs to match what's promised on the outside of the video. Your presence, your pacing that we talked about earlier, all of that matters. Your whole setup matters. And I'm not saying you can't change your background. I'm not saying you can't change your hair or your music. I'm just telling you the whole feeling needs to feel the same. And the question isn't about whether your video should look high-end or super casual. That doesn't matter. The real question is, would the person that you're trying to help, would they feel comfortable listening to you if you were sitting across the table from them? Some audiences want the energy and the hype. Others want the composure and steadiness. Nothing is wrong with either one, but if there's a mismatch between what you're giving and what they need, they're going to feel it and they won't come back. This is exactly why I built my school community. It's a quiet, focused place where we work through this stuff together, identifying your core message, your rhythm, and how to stay consistent without forcing yourself into a box. And if you want support while you're figuring this out, I'll put the link below. You're welcome to join. So now let's talk about retention for a second. Retention means how long people stay and watch your video, basically, because this is where a lot of creators get all twisted up. If people drop off in the first 30 seconds of your video, that's not automatically a failure. Sometimes it just means the wrong people realize this wasn't for them. And honestly, that's okay. Because if your goal here is to build a business and make some money on YouTube, you don't need everyone to stay. You need the right people to stay. And chasing perfect retention can actually push you toward trying to appeal to everyone. And when you're trying to please everyone, you end up building trust with no one. And I know you've heard that before. And here's what strong channels do. They don't reinvent themselves with every single video. They repeat what works with small, thoughtful variations. Familiar doesn't mean you're boring. It just means you're dependable. And when I say they reinvent their content, I'm just kind of saying they put a different spin on it. I don't mean to repeat the same video week after week or day after day. When viewers know what kind of experience they're going to get from you, they come back. Not because you surprised them, but because they feel oriented, they feel heard, and they know what they're walking into. And in a world where everything is so chaotic and overstimulated right now, that steadiness is valuable. And remember how I said your thumbnail needs to match what's inside? Well, the same principle applies to your entire channel. And here's what that actually looks like. These are my thumbnails on my page. You can see these. It's the same style, the same colors, the same general layout. You know it's my channel immediately, but all the topics are different. The angles are different. I'm not making the exact same video over and over. I'm just staying consistent with how it feels. And that's what I mean by familiar without being boring. So here's what you need to know. If you want people to return to your channel, don't obsess over holding attention at all costs. Focus on being recognizable. Focus on delivering the same feeling every time. Because familiarity brings trust. And trust builds return viewers. And guess what? Return viewers are the ones that eventually buy from you. And if you want to know how to show up on camera in a way that keeps people coming back, watch this video next. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.